If you think back on the summers of your childhood, one of the main things you picture might be an ice cream truck. Clair de Lune playing as you chase after it and beg your mom for money to buy an ice cream sandwich. In most situations, ice cream trucks are all basically the same, usually carrying these same frozen treats, whether it be a Rocket Pop or a SpongeBob popsicle that really doesn't look like SpongeBob at all, but he sure did taste great either way. Well, it looks like you can now get a far more unique ice cream truck experience with this new niche truck. A Brooklyn-based art collective called MSCHF, or Mischief, is responsible for the truck that recently hit the streets. They are selling popsicle recreations of rich people. The treats include Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and more. The pictures on the side of the truck honestly look pretty accurate to the people that they are meant to portray. I would even argue that Mark Zuckerberg's popsicle head looks more human than he does. They have their truck parked near the beach, and yes, they are actually selling these frozen goodies. In typical ice cream truck fashion, the actual treat you get might look a bit more melted and deformed than what you see in the picture, but from what I've seen, they still look pretty great. They are $10 each, and the sides of the truck are covered in slogans like "Gobble Gates" and "Suck Zuck," though I think that may be giving a different impression than they had originally intended. Elon Musk has apparently been their top-selling item, and customers have reportedly been a mix of Elon haters, who want to fantasize about taking a bite out of him, and Elon lovers, who also want to fantasize about taking a bite out of him. The art collective behind this truck is owned by Gabrielle Whaley, and the goal is to create commentary about various things in our culture. This one obviously being a statement on the excessively wealthy, encouraging people to eat the rich. Literally. For those of us who aren't familiar, let's talk about where the phrase "eat the rich" comes from and why it's been incredibly popular to use, especially in recent years. Back during the French Revolution, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, a political philosopher and main instigator in the revolution, said, "When the people shall have nothing more to eat, they shall eat the rich." The rich at this time referred to anyone in power, this being the king and the rest of the aristocracy. They had glamorous rich lives, while the third estate, the lower class, which was 98% of the population, struggled to find food that wasn't moldy bread. They received no support from the upper class, and this anger led to the revolution. Bet you didn't think you were gonna get a history lesson when you clicked on this video. So why is the sentiment of eating the rich still so prevalent today? Well, it's said that the wealth gap in America has managed to double from 1989 to where it is now in 2016. During the lockdown, Jeff Bezos made tens of billions of dollars, while regular Americans were getting sick and losing their jobs, struggling to even find toilet paper on the shelves. The lower class were unable to provide for their families, while individual people made more money than the average person will ever see in their entire lifetime. Because this gap is continuing to grow at an alarming rate, many people have brought back the phrase "eat the rich," unsatisfied with how much power and influence the wealthy have and don't seem to be using to help the everyday person. So as a result, protests against the rich have become more and more popular, many people ready for some sort of change in the economic inequality in the country. Unfortunately, we all know that this is not an easy problem to fix, and it may be a while before we ever see any sort of difference in this respect. For now, those who feel strongly about the cause can only continue to protest and provide their commentary on the situation. With the popularity of the internet and our current culture, many people find it more useful to make joking commentary in order to try and stir up conversation and push their message. That seems to be what the Mischief Art Collective are trying to do with this ice cream truck. And that's all I have for now. I've been your host, Woody. Join us next time for more.